Well, good afternoon, my YouTube family. How's everybody doing out there in YouTube land? Miss Evelyn coming to you. Listen, I was in my kitchen just recalling some memories of being raised up in the Pine Bluff, Arkansas. And I tell you, I just have myself just a fun time laughing, just going down memory lane. And I just want to share some things with you. But I tell you what, this is what always gets me laughing. I remember when must have been about 4 years old. And we were at Papa Willie's farm. And I used to watch him milk old Betsy. I'm going to call her Betsy. But anyway, she was the milking cow. And so I would watch him through a kid's eye from a distance, right? And I just made up my mind one day, well, I'm just going to go and see, not knowing that what he was actually doing. I just remember him sitting on that stool and he was just pulling on something and it would hit the pan, the bucket. But then I found out, of course, he was pulling down on the paps, and the milk was going in. Didn't know it at the time from a child's point of view, from a child's eyes. And so curiosity got the best of me. I remember one afternoon, I walked up behind old Betsy and her tail was kind of like swaying back and forth, right? And I reached out. Now, mind you, now I'm standing right in back of her hind side, right? And I reached out to grab her tail. And I don't think I actually grabbed her tail, but boy, I tell you, all I remember was I got hit. You see that little dent right there? Right here? Yep. That's where she hoofed me. Hoofed me with her back hoof. She hit me back there, and I tell you, I tore out running. I ran around that house. I remember running around the house at least one full time. And those houses back then, they were sitting on center blocks. And so I remember Papa Willie, he was behind me. I don't know where he came from, but he was trying to catch me. And I know I went around that house one whole turn because they all talked about it years down the road. And up under the house I went. And Papa Willie had to come up under there and pull me out. And I tell you, I cried. And back then, of course, we didn't go to hospitals or nothing like that. But they had that sap, and they put that sap on there. I think I lost a tooth too. And I tell you, yeah. So when I think about that, when I think about old Betsy, I have to laugh because that's a memory that I'll never forget. And anytime and every time I look in the mirror and I see that dent, yeah, it's not a dimple. It was an actual dent. Yeah, and it's still there, and I'm loving it. So I have to laugh. But listen, okay, this is what I'm going to do today. I just had to share that with you because, I got the biggest laugh ever. I'm always laughing at myself anyway when I go down memory lane. But yeah, I'm coming to you guys this afternoon with, I had some peppers and some onions, sweet peppers, bell peppers, some onions in my refrigerator that I need to get rid of, right? And so I said, you know what? I'm just going to make me a pepper and onion. What can I call it? It's like a vegetable saute. Yeah. So I'm going to put that over some rice. I sure am. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to be doing this yummy, okay? I'm going to take you right over here to my sink. So here we go. All right. Now these are my peppers and my bell pepper, my sweet peppers, and my onions, okay? I'm just going to go in. I'm just going to do like, just a rough chop. Nothing, hey, too crazy. Just doing a rough chop. And yeah, because I want them to be kind of big, but not too big, but not too small, if that makes any sense. Yeah, my memories. I tell you, I have so many of them, and I have quite a few memories that keeps me laughing. You know. Also, I like to. How can I put this here? I love watching different content YouTubers, especially in baking and cooking, right? And I teach professionally. I teach baking and cooking as well. But you know what? I've done that for years and years and years. And I still enjoy it. And what I really enjoy, because this is not my generation, I enjoy the fact that I can share my memories of coming up in a different era and sharing it with a new generation on how I was taught in the kitchen and how I was brought up doing what I do. And that is something that I will forever cherish. I will never, ever put my teachings that I acquired from my elders. Those are my precious memories, and I pass them on to my students as well to anybody who asked me about certain things, you know, in cooking and baking. I'm just so thrilled to be able to share what I know, and not only share what I know. I love for them to share with me what they know and what they do, because I feel like this here. A closed fist is like a closed mind. If it's closed, you won't be able to receive or give anything. And so I try my best, and I think I've been pretty good at it, keeping an open mind. I don't judge anybody when it comes to food, because look, we all learn from a different table. We've all learned from a different stove. And everything that we've learned, it was for our good. It was for our benefit, our growth. And so that's what I cherish. So with this young generation coming along, I never discourage them. I never tell them that what they're doing is wrong. I don't do I'm not a spoiler. I don't do spoiler alerts. If anything, I try to pass on knowledge of wisdom from that I know that has worked for me. Everything doesn't work for everybody, but I have found that we all have something to bring and put in the pot, right? Now over here, let me grab my skillet here. Now in my skillet, I have 1 stick of butter. 1 stick of butter right here. And in this butter, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna be putting in here. And I think I'm gonna call this, it's gonna be like a saucy pepper and onion saute. Okay. Now I have a 1/4 cup of light soy sauce. Okay. And I'm going to put that in there. And then along with that, let me grab my other seasonings here. I have in my little pack here, I have brown sugar. Let me crush that up a little bit. I have brown sugar, oregano, thyme, a little bit of cayenne pepper. Ooh, okay. And brown sugar, and I'm just going to sprinkle that in there. Yep, just like so. Okay. Also, I've got, let me reach over here and get my minced garlic. Now, what did I do with my spoon here? Let me grab one of these spoons here. I'm going to put in just a teaspoon of minced garlic. Okay, put the top back on that. And I don't have any lime juice. I do have plenty of lemon juice, freshly squeezed lemon juice, because I buy my lemons and I squeeze them and I get the juice and then I just put them in my little water bottles. And yeah, so I use a lot of lemon juice. So I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Put that in there. Yeah. I believe that we can all learn from each other. You know what? I'll tell you something. I have, I'm going to start stirring this up a little bit. I watch a lot of content, YouTube content, what you want to call them? Content YouTubers, yes, in baking and cooking. And I'll tell you, I enjoy the majority of them. And there's some that, I don't know, I've discovered that it's like looking at myself, because they're basically saying and doing certain things the way that I do certain things. So, and I'm like, oh my God, look at that. You know, just when you think that you're the only one that is doing that, I was so surprised. I said, oh my God, how refreshing, how awesome to know that someone else thinks and cooks and bakes similar to how I do mine, and I'm just loving that. And like I say, I believe in, this is what I believe in. I believe that when I come to you guys with content, I want it to be, I want it to be teachable, because I am a teacher. And I want it to be simple. I want it to be so simple that I want you to feel that you can do this, okay? I never want to come to you guys and tell you what not to do, unless it's something that is very, very important. But I will never tell you what you shouldn't use if it's something that you've been doing or something that you would like to try. I always do me. I say, this is what I do. It may not be for you. Maybe you like to do something, you do it a different way. Hey, that's fine, because the only thing that matters is the end results. Am I right? Okay. Now, I'm going to add my goodies in here. Get that going. Yeah, it's all about the end results. It has nothing to do with the tools that I use or the way that I do things. It's all about, hey, encouragement. And that's me. And that's what I cherish the most. I feel that if you use a certain tool and I've never tried it, I will never tell you not to use it. I will say, wow, that's interesting, And if it catches my eye, I may just try it myself. And if I do, I will certainly pass it on to my viewers. Hey, I tried this. I saw this here, and, it works very well. But that's just adding one more added information to what I already have in my portfolio that works. And that's, and that's how we should be. We should be, how can I put it? We should be encouragers. We should be lifting one up and making them feel that they're not doing anything wrong in how they choose to do their recipe, especially if you've never tried it. um, you know, we should be the last one to say anything. I'm like this here. I don't dot all my I's, and I'm a lefty, and I know a lot of my crossing my T's are not always straight, and I'm glad because nothing is written in stone, and that is what's so beautiful about when we come together in the kitchen and we put something together. We take a little bit from here, a little bit from there, some of our memories, some of what's going on now that's new that we didn't do back in our generation. And I'll tell you something, when we put those goodies together, we become creators of a dish that has never been done before. And that's how I look at it, okay? All right, well, listen, I'm going to go over here to the stove, and I'm going to turn this on here. I'm going to put it on medium, and I'm just going to stir that. And I'm going to just let this go, let this saute until my vegetables get tender and I get a little sauce going, okay? And then I'm going to remove it. So right now I'm looking at probably maybe I'm going to give it about 10 to 12 minutes, and then I'm going to come back. I'm also going to cover it because I do want it to steam a little bit. All right, put my lid over top. There we go. And I will be back in about, I would say, about 10, 12 minutes, okay? We'll see what it looks like. Okay, I made it back over to my stove. It's been about, about 10 minutes. And I'm going to be adding to that. Oh, look at that. Let me put this over here out the way. Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh, that looks yum, yum. Now, what I'm going to be adding to this here, I have some chicken that's already been cooked, and I'm going to add that chicken into my veggies. Yeah. There we go. Boy, that is so beautiful. Those colors are just vibrant. Oh, look at that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All righty. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cover it again, my pot here, my skillet here, and I'm going to let this simmer about maybe 5 or 6 more minutes, and then I'm going to be taking it off and we're going to plate. How does that sound? Okay. See you in about, I say 6 minutes. How's that? Okay. Okay. I want to show you guys this here. This is one of the ingredients that I put into my saucy pepper and onion saute. It's a light soy sauce. I am such a stickler about the amount of sodium that goes into our foods. And I'm going to tell you something. I'll be saying that. I said that from day one of the first, from the first time I started my YouTube channel. And I'll probably be saying it until the last video that I drop. But if you're not conscious of the amount of sodium intake that you put in your foods, I'm going to tell you something. It's going to catch up with you, and it's going to cause so many unnecessary health problems. So I would just like to advise everyone that's out there, when you get in the kitchen, be mindful of the sodium intake. When you buy these products off the shelf with these crazy, funny, catchy names, these spices and everything, check the back of the content and see how much sodium is in these spices. And you'll be surprised, because if you're using more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spices, each one of those containers have a certain amount of sodium. And to me, it's like you are, now this is just me talking, it's like you are dumping sodium on top of sodium on top of more sodium. That's why I'm into, when I do my spices, I buy the regular spices, that's in a can, in a container, that just have nothing but just that particular spice that's added to it. And I create my own spices, my own seasonings, okay? Because I combine different seasonings together. So, it's just a little tip. I'm not trying to dictate what you do. I just want to pass on that information. And exercise too as well. When we eat good, we have to pay for it. And so we paid for it through, hey, we have to get up off that couch or off that chair or out that house and walk if you can, do some arm and leg exercise, move around, just do you, and do the best that you can do for your health, for your well-being. So this is the light soy sauce I was telling you about. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to plate my goodie. All right, I'm going to go right on over here to the stove. Ooh, get this yum yum. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. That's a beautiful sight. And over here I have my rice. And I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to put this right on top of my rice. Yeah. There we go. I want you guys to see that. Get a little bit more of this chicken and pile right on top. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a go-to right there. Let me stand back so you can see that. Wow. That looks so yum yum. Okay, and I'm going to wash it down with a nice cold ice glass of Faygo Red Pop. I sure am. Yeah. This is going to be my saucy chicken and pepper onion over rice. Yeah, my saucy chicken, peppers, and onions over rice. Yeah. Now, listen, what I've got to do, I've got to make my short, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to taste this puppy. How is that? Okay, I'll see you guys in just a few. Okay, I made my short, and now we're going to try this out and see what it's all about. How's that? Okay. It looks like a yum yum. You go in and get some of this here and some of this chicken. Woo-wee! Okay, here goes. Oh boy. This is a winner. This is a winner right here. You talking about The veggies are very tender, sauteed to perfection, along with the chicken. Man, and the rice is buttery. Yeah, this is one for the recipe books, guys. Yeah, can I take one more bite? Okay. Mmm. Oh yeah. You know, I think this would work over anything. I bet it would even taste good over some beans. Yeah. Some good old beans or mashed potatoes or wow. It's very versatile. You just about can use it over anything. All right. Well, listen, I'm not going to prolong this video, but I thank you guys so much for tuning in and for stopping by and enjoying my good eats. Yeah, thank you so much. I also want to thank my new subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As well as my subscribers that have been with me from the beginning. I'm close to 800 subscribers, so I need a few more. Because I got to get to my first 1,000. Yeah, and then after that, my second 1,000. But I want to thank you guys so much, and thank you for loving my shorts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And have you guys tried that walnut chocolate chip brownie recipe? Have you seen that video? You need to check it out. I'm telling you, it's a yum yum, and it's a basic brownie recipe, and you can just add whatever you so choose to it. The cooking time may vary, the baking time may vary, but I'll tell you, the end results will be a yum yum. Yes, it will. And I want to say to all of the content YouTubers that are out there, keep doing you. Be encouraged. Whatever you bring to your viewers, it's you. And hopefully they will enjoy your content and take whatever they need to take from it and add it to their repertoire or add to their portfolio or to their recipe box. And if not, that's fine too. That's okay. Because you know what? You're not going to be able to get everybody on board. But the ones that you do get on board, they're going to stick and stay with you, and they're going to love what you do. And I'm so glad that you guys are loving what I do. I do certainly appreciate each and every one of you. You guys be blessed and keep on loving some good eats, y'all.